Okay, so I just wanted to quickly show you this Go Fast app thing. This is the main page. I've got it starting with Windows. And it goes to the system tray when you close it. I've got the game running at the moment. It tells you all sorts of stuff. This is the main page. You've got your dashboard. Some notifications about setups downloaded and whatever. That's the most used car that you've used. All the normal details there. You can click on these. Porsche and that horrible Aston. Weekly activity. I've not really clicked into a lot of this. But the main one, if you go to your settings, you set all your apps up here. So I'm only using it for AMS2. You have to select your where it saves the setups to, which is obviously that folder there. You can delete, remove, whatever, mess about with it. General, that's where you can launch with Windows, etc., etc. Close the system tray, usual sort of thing. I've got that on just to save a bit of resource because you don't really look at it. Display, I've scaled it a bit so it fits my screen nicely because the font was too small before. Setup auto installer, if you click on that and then Le Mans Ultimate, you can click on the filter on the right and you can basically filter what cars you want it to get setups for. So basically I've got ticked in here the Ferrari, the McLaren, basically the GT3s at the moment. Oh, and did I put the LMPs in? Yeah, I put the LMP3 in. So the LMP3 and the GTEs I've got set to download setups automatically. So if you've got this running, when you go into a lobby with the car, it should auto pull the relevant setups down, and then you refresh the setup in your game, you know, when you're picking a setup, and it'll should put the setups in. And the level of setups, I've just gone for the esports and the race quality and the wet, I don't know, hybrid, whatever. And then I've gone for the latest version. Not iRacing's irrelevant. So when you go over to setups, you can go to your subscriptions. Obviously, I've got a subscription. You can search, you can install the setup from here. There's filters again. So if you're looking for a particular one, but you don't need to use this if you're using that auto installer because it just does it anyway. These are my downloads I've got so far. So I've got all the setups for them so far. And you can reinstall it for me if you needed to for some reason. Bundles, I think you can pay for individual setups, but anyway. Now your race engineer, this is going to go straight to a screen now because I've got a session running in the game. So it goes straight to my session, look. So I'm currently in the BMW. I was just trying it around Interlagos, and that's my last lap time. So it's doing my best was a 136.4. I haven't really looked at too much of this because I haven't. Oh, view available setups. Oh, it's took me back to that page, so I don't want to go there. Let me go back to that one. It normally pops up that page you saw flash up if you haven't got a session running. If you've got a session running, it'll come straight into this live setting. Don't know what these are, if I'm honest. Oh, it's just telling basic info about it, isn't it? Don't know what that is. Leaderboard. Best lap 132 for somebody. There's a fuel calculator here. Not looked at it. Don't know a lot about it. But what I want to show you, if you put your mouse on the end there, that's obviously the start of the lap, and you move it along. You can see the dot moving around the little track map on the right hand side, but you can see your car going around the track. I guess that's your brake inputs and your throttle inputs. But I think that must be telling you the ideal line. So I'm close to it here. Maybe could have cut in a bit more on that one, etc. So it's pretty good, that. Reasonably online. That corner's not bad. Cut in a little bit too early on that one. Probably lost a bit of speed. Oh, and then again there, I didn't quite get that one right, did I? But I think it's not, and that one's not great. That's these horrible internal S's, isn't it? Which I'm never any good at. So that's the first one where you got that horrible, almost 90 degree. I've not done that too badly there, actually. And this one here, did I go too wide maybe? Yeah. And that one, and that one's not too bad actually. But there I've cut in. I could have cut in earlier. maybe gained a bit of time. I assume that's the ideal line, the one that I'm not on. So anyway, so that's that. So it's pretty good, that. If I view past sessions, then it tells you all the lap times I've done in different cars. So all them circuits, that's the one I did today. Or the best one I did today. Is it? Yeah, it must be. I don't know. What happens if I select? Does it give me the whole session? Oh yeah, it's giving me the 2 laps, isn't it? 206. Nice. Yeah, I was trying to find that setup. Go back. Anyway, so yeah, you can see what happens. But if I go to, let me just flick the game off a minute, because I'm going to go back in that on the Porsche in a minute. So if we come out in that session, you can't see what I'm doing, but if I come out of that session, hopefully I haven't got to shut the game down.
That's the end of the session. 17th place.
If I go back to, I'm not live. I don't want to be live. Just get me out of here. Maybe I've got to. There we go. So normally, if you haven't got a race session going, you click on race engine, you get this page. You click past sessions, leaderboards, because I think you can upload your lap times, but and the fuel calculator, which again I've not looked at. But the setup optimizer is the one. So if I select Le Mans Ultimate, is that the one I just did, 5th of March? Oh no, that's a session history. So if I choose, let's go for the Aston Martin GT3. What track did we do that at? It was COTA, wasn't it? Circuit of the Americas. Click optimize new setup. Now these are all the setups I've used. So if I know the one I was trying, which I think was EQ00, that one, click continue. It'll tell you what problem you're having, apart from the car's shit. We'll go with oversteer. So I didn't even see that one. Smooth out handling over curbs. Right, okay. So generally understeer, oversteer. Then it tells you where you experience it. So is it on the entry, the apex, or the exit? Just go exit. Speed, is it slow? I'll go with slow. I can't remember now. Severity, how bad is it? I don't know. Let's put 5 for a laugh. Critical problem, setup feels undrivable. Complete. And then these are all the changes. Basically, that's your original setup. Setup's been saved. That's the new name of it. And then these are all the different things it's changed. Would you know to do that based on that? Anyway, so I'll have a new setup in my game now. Confirm that new tyre set is selected before testing. So then it asks you to go test it. And then if you come back into here, it'll ask you, did it fix it? Somewhere. Oh, it's still in the testing zone now. Feedback zone, so it's pretty decent. Anyway, so I just wanted to give you a quick run through it, see what you thought about it. It is pricey, I think, personally. But for people like me who just can't fucking do setups, I don't suppose it's too bad. Right, that'll do for now.